From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Another round of widespread cloud cover in place across mid-Michigan this evening. Satellite and radar shows more in the way of cloud cover to our west, which means these rather gloomy conditions will continue overnight tonight and as we move throughout the day tomorrow as well. In terms of our temperatures, that cloud cover has at least allowed us to stay relatively warm over the course of the past few hours. Temperatures right now generally still hovering in the upper 20s, still at 30 degrees for our current temperature over in Mason. Overnight tonight, we stay dry and cloudy. Overnight lows will be cooling down yet again into the upper teens with more light snow in the forecast for tomorrow. 6 News at 5:30 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5:30.
Right now at 5:30, a Michigan mother is in jail tonight, charged with killing her own daughter, and police say she admitted to another killing as well. Plus, another Michigan mom has learned she's headed to trial on charges that she killed her daughter in a fire. And several rescues, including this one that left a truck driver dangling over a bridge for hours. Those stories and a lot more, and all in the first 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Siobhan Klepfer. Let's start that clock. And we begin with a mother in Kent County who is being charged with murder, accused of killing her 2-year-old daughter. Kent County Sheriff's deputies say Irene Whitehead of Cedar Springs told them she suffocated her daughter Riley to death on September 3rd. Deputies say she also admitted to killing her 2-month-old son back in 2021, although his death certificate says pneumonia was the cause.
I understand you have no criminal history, but obviously the allegations are horrific.
Whitehead was arraigned on Monday on charges of child abuse and first-degree murder. She's now being held in jail without bond. Also in a Grand Rapids courtroom, Raconda Singleton will stand trial for the murder of her 12-year-old daughter. She's accused of setting her Grand Rapids home on fire in January, killing Shemaya Stewart. Singleton's 2 other children were able to escape. She was first determined to be incompetent to stand trial, but a hearing in November found she was now able, and tonight she is in the Kent County Jail without bond. In eastern Michigan, a woman from China working as a researcher at the University of Michigan has now been deported back to her home country. That's according to the FBI. Police arrested Young King John in June for smuggling a fungus into the country. The fungus can cause a blight that could destroy billions of dollars worth of crops. She pleaded guilty in November. 5 other Chinese nationals have been charged with smuggling-related crimes involving U of M, and at least 2 of them have been deported. Well, staying with court news, today is day 2 of a pre-trial hearing for Luigi Mangione in New York. The 27-year-old is accused of murdering United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last December. The hearing is being held to determine what evidence will and will not be allowed in the trial. Today's session included testimony from police who arrested Mangione in Pennsylvania at a McDonald's there, focusing on how Mangione and his belongings were searched. In San Francisco, officials say the city plans to sue several makers of processed foods, saying their products are linked to health problems. The San Francisco City Attorney's Office also says the companies knowingly made their food addictive. The companies named in the coming lawsuit include Kraft Heinz, the Coca-Cola Company, PepsiCo, Nestle, and the Battle Creek-based Kellogg Company, along with several others. Well, take a look at this. When a tractor-trailer driver crashed on a bridge early this morning in West Virginia, he was left dangling in the cab for about 5 hours. Officials say the only thing that kept the driver and his truck from falling was the heavy load of bricks that he was hauling. Rescuers were eventually able to get to that cab.
There's a few times, he got antsy, which anybody would. And, I just kept reassuring him I was in there with him. And the safer we got that harness on him, the safer we was and the faster we could get out of there.
Well, the rescue operation took about an hour and a half, and the driver was reportedly not hurt. Here's another high wire rescue. 14 people were stranded on a Ski Hills chairlift on Saturday. It was the opening day of the season for Sunburst Ski Hills in Wisconsin. Firefighters were able to reach every skier and bring them to the safety of the ground. One skier says it was a little bit scary, but also kind of cool. And yet another rescue for you tonight. Police in Minnesota were able to help a group of huskies who were involved in a crash on Saturday. They were in a trailer that split in half when the vehicle pulling them got into a wreck. And that left police with the job of rounding up scared dogs wandering on an interstate. The huskies are a part of a sled dog team which issued a statement saying all 2- and 4-legged members were safe and sound. Well, looking at some health news tonight, a study by Stanford Medicine shows a group of older adults in Wales who took the shingles vaccine are 20% less likely to develop dementia over the next 7 years versus those who did not get the vaccine. That study was published in April, and today a follow-up study found the vaccine might also slow the progress of dementia for those already with the disease. In London today, a rare Fabergé egg crafted for Russia's ruling family before the revolution has sold for more than $30 million, a new record for the famous artifacts. The egg is made from rock crystal and is covered in platinum and about 4,500 tiny diamonds. It's known as the winter egg, and it was commissioned by Tsar Nicholas II in 1913 as a present for his mother. Peter Carl Fabergé created more than 50 of the eggs for Russia's imperial family between 1885 and 1917, each with a hidden surprise. The previous record for a Fabergé egg at auction was $18.5 million in 2007. Wow. Well, back here in America, Chicago Bears fans got a surprise of a different kind today. Free hot dogs from the legendary Wiener's Circle hot dog stand. The owners offered free hot dogs last month if Bears coach Ben Johnson took off his shirt after winning any game this season. Well, they did win on Friday and the shirt came off, and today there was already a line forming at 8 o'clock in the morning, even though the Wiener's Circle did not open for another 3 hours. They must be really tasty. Here's another kind of bear to wrap up our first 6 minutes of news. This one is living in the crawl space under a Southern California home, and it won't leave. The owner says he first spotted the black bear coming and going from the home security camera video last week. He's waiting on state officials to do something, but they say they're backlogged with bear calls this time of the year. So in the meantime, the owner says he might leave a trail of dinner rolls for the bear and close up the crawl space while the squatter has a snack. That looks like a big bear too. I mean, that's maybe just the angle, and the camera does add, you know,
But I mean, is he going through that little hole right there in the side of the house?
Yeah, I
There's
guess.
no
There he
way.
goes. In he goes. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
There's no way.
I don't know that I would ever leave the house if I knew that there was a bear. And the thing is, if they closes up the crawl space, Kendall, like, it's still coming back.
Yeah.
You know, to try to figure out another way.
I would leave.
Yeah.
But it would be me moving away, far, far away.
I hope he gets it figured out, though. Wow.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, we got to figure out a way to deal with some of these very frigid temperatures that we have in the forecast, Siobhan, because it doesn't look like they're going to be going anywhere anytime soon.